Oh, do you see? Do you have a guess? It goes all the way down to here. Oh my goodness. Ooh, that is some very beautiful silver hardware. All four of these beauties have silver hardware. Very neat to see how different all of these pinks are. Hi, welcome to the Bees Business, or welcome back if you've been here before. Thank you for joining me for today's unboxing. Today I am unboxing an MZ Wallace item that I recently purchased when they had their warehouse sale. This is the one and only item that I purchased in this warehouse sale. I was very excited that they had an online option because they have not always in the past when they've had warehouse sales. Often they are just in person, and that is just not something that works for me. Being a Maine girl, it's not super easy for me to make it to New York where they are based out of. Let's go ahead and get this box open and see the beauty that is inside. It is time to unbox my one and only purchase from the most recent MZ Wallace warehouse sale. I was very excited that they had an online option because living in Maine, I am not super close to their flagship store. So this is my, as I mentioned, one and only purchase. I am very excited to see this item. If you have tuned in for any of my other MZ Wallace videos on my channel, then you may have a guess about what style bag this is. I do have a go-to style, if you will. So let's crack into this one, or gently cut into this one, rather. Okay, we're gonna go with that and see if that's enough to get it open. Oh, do you see? Do you have a guess? What do you think it is? Here's a little peek. Oh my gosh. Whew. I am excited about this. Wow, look at that blingy babe. Oh my goodness. Unbelievably gorgeous. I have never had one of MZ Wallace's bags with the sequins on it. I am very excited to own my first one. So for any of you that are not familiar, this is the Sutton Deluxe. And this is the bright fuchsia pattern, as I mentioned, with sequins. I really love the size of those sequins. I don't think I realized how small they were when I was purchasing the bag. It makes a lot of sense, but I just hadn't paid attention to exactly how tiny those little sequins are. But I love that they're little and just like a gentle detail. I'm noticing, I don't know that I mind it, but I'm noticing that there aren't sequins here, which again, this is something that I could see in the stock pictures. I don't think it's a big deal to me. It's just something that was sticking out to me, so I decided I would mention it. But let's get this pretty out of her packaging. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look at that. This is not a super new style bag, because if you're familiar with MZ Wallace or own any MZ Wallace bags yourself, then you'll already know this. But if not, this style of bag has been out for a little while. The style itself, the Sutton Deluxe, has been out for a good bit, but this particular print pattern, I think we would be just calling it a pattern, not so much a print, has been out for a little while as well. I wanted it when it first came out, but was just trying to make frugal choices, so I did not jump on it. And then when the warehouse sale rolled around, I said, you know what? I'm never going to get this bag in brand new condition at this price ever again, so we are going to purchase it. And that we did. So normally this bag is $265, and at the warehouse sale, well, my total is not on my little slip of paper here, but it was under $80 for the bag. I did have to pay, I think it was like, I want to say $19 or $17 in shipping, which is a little bit excessive to me. But anyway, I purchased it for just under $100 with shipping, taxes, all of that. So $265 compared to $100. And the bag is brand new. Oh my gosh, look at the bottom there. She is a luscious pink silver hardware. I'm gonna go ahead and take the wrapping off of the hardware. This is how a brand new Sutton will come. It'll have hardware on each of the little pull tabs here, as well as hardware on the buckles that you clip to the D-rings here. So packaging on the buckles, there are the D-rings. We'll go ahead and just slip all of this off. That is some very beautiful silver hardware. Oh, look at that fresh leather. No patina there, not yet. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. One more zipper pull to take the paper off of, and then I will get to the inside of the bag. I will go over the inside of the bag briefly for anyone new to the brand, but let's just cover the outside while we're here. All right, so on the outside of the bag, you do have a slip pocket here in the front. It is a very generous slip pocket. It goes all the way down to here. You can see my hand is it was up to here on my wrist, so my hand could go a ways down in there. So it's a nice generous slip pocket. A large iPhone fits great. You have the exact same nice deep slip pocket on the back side as well. These outside pockets are exclusive to the Sutton Deluxe. There are some Suttons that are still out there in the world, and the traditional Sutton or the former Sutton does not have these exterior slip pockets. On the bottom of the bag, you have these beautiful leather feet to try to keep the bottom of the bag elevated a little bit when you set it down. In the center, you have this MZ Wallace logo, again in that same leather. And as I showed you before, you have these D-rings attached with leather and these clips here. I personally, when I choose to use the clips, I like to keep this portion facing in toward the bag so that if I clip it and it's facing out like this, I just feel like there's more of a chance that it could, one, come undone, which wouldn't be a huge deal, but two, catch on things. So my personal preference, it swivels all the way around, but my personal preference is to have it facing the inside of the bag. So you can clip the bag down like this, and when it's not brand new, it will give it more of like a slouchy, satchel-y feel. And I personally love the look of the bag when it is slouched like this. It is just adorable in that style. I'm going to go ahead and unclip this for now just to show you the interior so you can see the full size and capacity of this little beauty. So now, working our way to the inside of the bag, it's going to come with a piece of paper on the inside. You do get another little pouch inside. The bag can be folded down and stored inside this pouch. Some people really love to store their bags that way, others do not. It will add some creasing to your bag, which is perfectly fine, but is just a personal preference on whether that is something you're okay with. And this little pouch will come with paper on its pull tab as well. Some tough tape. And right now it is clipped to the bag with this little key leash that comes inside of the Smutton. You'll hear me saying Sutton and Smutton. It's a Sutton, but it's a small Sutton, and so the loving term that this bag has gotten in the MZ Wallace community is Smutton, and that's a mixture of small Sutton. There are also medium Suttons, and there were previously large Suttons as well, but they don't make any new large Suttons at this time. So here's that little pouch that comes with it. There will be paper inside the pouch as well. The pouch is pretty simple, has the MZ Wallace logo here on the front. You do have that zipper pull. The zipper is plastic and glides like butter. The hardware on the pouch matches the hardware on the bag that it comes with, and the color of the pouch matches the bag as well. And lastly, you'll have a little D-ring here on the side of this pouch so that you can use this key leash to clip the pouch into the interior of the bag if you would like. I do not typically do that, just my personal preference. I actually often don't even use this pouch. I do always keep it with the bag it came with. I typically, to respect this little logo here, I will fold it in this fashion, and then I like to just store it inside this pouch, this zippered pocket here on the back of the bag. That way I have it with me if I need it for any reason, and it stays with its matching bag, so I'm never wondering where it is. But I also I don't use it much. But that is how I choose to store it. Now back to the interior of this bag. It is a good size down in here. On the back of the bag, we have this zipper pocket. It has a beautiful little zipper in the same hardware that is all over the rest of the bag. This one, though, instead of being leather, it is a silver finish and just says MZ Wallace on it on both sides. You have this classic little section here on the zipper. It will always say MZ Wallace, New York, and it is outlined in that beautiful red trim that all of their Italian leather is outlined in. When we unzip this pocket, we have a good amount of internal organization going on in here. Inside of this zippered pocket, there are one little slip pockets here, and then two. I'm going to go ahead and turn this pocket inside out just so you can get a better look at this. So two little interior slip pockets on that zippered pocket. I'm going to stick my hands all the way down in there so you can get a good feel for just how big. Look at that. These are good size. They are the exact same size. So we'll tuck that back inside of its zippered pocket now. That is what is in there. We'll zip that shut. Continuing on with the internal storage or organization, you have this little pocket here. It's a great place to slip something that you quickly want to access. I do not live in a place where I am using public transit, but I have heard many people that like to put their metro passes, I think they're called, into this pocket for quick, easy access, because when you are going into your bag, that little pocket is pretty easily accessible. And then on this side of the bag, you have another two storage pockets or internal organization pockets. This one has a good amount of room, but you're not going to be able to stick as much down in it. But this one has a little extra bit. See that extra portion there? So this one's going to stretch open a little bit more than this one is. So if you had something a little chunkier that you wanted to put in there, this would be a good pocket for you to do that. But both of these are a good size. I could cram my hand down in there. This one's a little bit easier for me to get my hand into. My complete hand fits in there. This side is going to be a little bit more challenging for me to be able to do that. I can still do it without too much work, but just because this top portion is not quite as stretchy, or this really isn't stretchy, but not quite as large, doesn't have as much of an opening to it, it's a little more work to get my hand down in there and back out. But those are the final two internal storage pockets that you're going to get on the Smutton. and all Suttons for that matter. And we'll tuck the key leash back in there, but there she is in all her glory. She has a large main pocket here for you to store whatever you feel you would like to bring with you. The last thing that you should know about a Sutton when you purchase one is that they will come with a strap. This is a crossbody strap. This crossbody strap looks like so. It does not have any hooks on it because the idea is you would use the existing hooks of the bag and you would clip those existing hooks. Again, I like to turn my little claw portion here to the inside just so there's less wear on that. Actually, I didn't hook it quite right to accomplish that on this side. That's okay. I really don't need to change it, but just personal preference. And then I like to keep this buckle facing out. It is adjustable, so you can see here it's not a huge strap, but you can lengthen it significantly. Now you can tell that that is a much larger strap. So that strap comes with every Smutton if you buy it brand new. If you're buying it secondhand, sometimes it will come with the strap and sometimes it will not. But that strap can be used to carry the bag crossbody, which with young children, which is my current circumstance, that is my preference to carry it crossbody, though I do prefer the way it looks when I just clip these down and carry it kind of satchel style. So if I don't have my kids with me, or if I'm not needing my hands as much, even if I have my kids with me, then I will clip it down. What I really love though is that I have the option. I can clip it down if I'm on a date night, or if I don't have my kids with me, or if I don't need my hands as much, or I have the crossbody strap if that is something I need for a busier day. So it is very nice to have the option. So these are the accessories that you receive with any Smutton purchase or Sutton purchase. This bag is just beautiful. I am adoring this sequin look. I love the way the light reflects off of the sequins. Wow. She's a beaut. What do you think? What do you think of this bag? Do you own anything in this colorway? We're going to call it a colorway because I don't think this would qualify as a print, but you let me know if you disagree. So what do you think of this one? If you own it, please be sure to tell me what you own in this style. And if you don't own anything in this style, I'd just love to know what you think of it. And if you're new to MZ Wallace, I'm sorry that I may have just ignited an addiction for you. I'm going to go and grab a couple of my other pinks real quick so we can do a quick comparison before I wrap up this vlog. Okay, I just went ahead and grabbed my dragon fruit Smutton here, and underneath that I have my rose Smutton. These are two of my favorite shades. I love a good hot pink, and right now with the Barbie movie being out and new and doing so well, I'm extra thrilled to have all of these pink shades. I feel like I still want to go and see the Barbie movie, and I feel like this is going to have to be the bag that I bring. But before I got her home, what I was really wondering is how close in color this pink was to dragon fruit. And I am very excited to see that there's a good difference between these two. I figured there would be a pretty solid difference between rose and this fuchsia color, which you can see that difference there. But I really wasn't sure what the difference would be between dragon fruit and this one. And there is a good difference. They have some similarities, but they're just definitely two very different pinks. I feel like on camera they're showing up a little more similar in shade, but they really, in person, it's very easy to tell that they're quite different from one another. I'm actually going to go and grab one more because I have another partially pink bag that I think would be good to throw into the comparison mix here. Again, it's in the Smutton style. You may be noticing a trend with me. This is a Punch and Dawn color block combo, and the Dawn thread continues up in the Punch section. But this is another very different pink, and wow, they're all just... I knew these two were quite different from one another because, of course, I've owned these for a while, but with this fuchsia one being brand new, it's just really interesting to me to see exactly how different. Let's just throw a rose in there for comparison purposes. Very neat to see how different all of these pinks are. These two are the most similar, for sure, but still quite different. And then Punch is really nothing like fuchsia, nothing like dragon fruit, and nothing like rose. They all are just their own shades of pink, for sure. And they are all so beautiful. You can see how, if you're new to the brand, this leather is going to patina over time. I find this patina beautiful. A lot of people do. My rose smutton here has even more patina going on, but this leather will start to look like this over time and with use, and that is normal. And coincidentally enough, all 4 of these beauties have silver hardware. Neat. And actually the patina looks pretty similar on these 3 of my existing smuttons, and this of course is the brand new leather. What beauties. Very in love with all of these. I have a plethora of smuttons. If you are not familiar, I do have some other MZ Wallace videos on my channel if you'd like to check them out. But here's a little comparison for you and an unboxing of this MZ Wallace Warehouse Sale Fuchsia Sequin Smutton. Thank you for joining me on this unboxing. It was a lot of fun to share this with you. I would, again, love to know what you think of this bag down in the comments, and just what you think of MZ Wallace in general, and what is your favorite style bag from MZ Wallace? Is it the smutton like me, or do you have another preference? Please share with me. Love to chat with others about MZ Wallace bags because they are one of my passions. So there you have it. This is the beautiful smutton in the fuchsia with sequins. Is that what they officially call it? Let's see. Yes, it is. Fuchsia with sequins. She is a beauty. I coincidentally am wearing a relatively decently matching dress. I actually think that maybe I match even better with dragon fruit. I think dragon fruit and I are almost the exact same color, but that was honestly just a coincidence. I've been wearing this dress all day and wasn't even sure I was going to do this unboxing today, but here we are. So I am in love with this bag. I'm very glad that I purchased it. It is beautiful. I am excited to pack it up, to take it out, specifically to the Barbie movie. It just feels serendipitous. Feels like it has to happen that way. And I'm so glad that I could share this with you. So thank you for joining me for this unboxing. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Be sure to stick around my channel for other MZ Wallace product reviews, but also for additional content related to marriage, motherhood, living life, all those sorts of things. I like to keep it real around here on my channel. I would love it if you'd subscribe and join my little community. It would be so great to get to know you. Thank you again for being here, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!